Hello everyone, welcome to Visionary Institute. This is Mr. Yohannis Adde. Akkam jirtu hordoftoota koo kun Mr. Yohannis Addeeti. Baga nagaan gara Visionary Generation Tube'itti nagaan dhuftanii utuu viidiyoo kana jalqabeen dura viidiyoo kana akka hiriyoota keessan baay'ee bira ga'uuf share gochuun dagatinaa akkasumas YouTube chaanalii kana subscribe gochuun akka hin daganne amma kallattiidhumaan barnoota keenya guyyaa har'aatti fufna jechuudha. Yeroo darbee waa'ee pirezenteensii sirriitti ilaalaa turreerra. Har'a immoo mata duree haaraa the past tense kan jedhudha. The past tense. Har'a kan nu jalqabnu ennaa darbeedha jechuudha. Waa'ee ennaa darbee jalqabna. Akkuma yeroo darbee waliin ilaalaa turre ennaawwan gosa sadii akka jiran the present, the past and the future jennee ilaallee turre. Isaan keessaa the present tense kan jedhu gosa isaanii afran ilaalleerra jechuudha. Warri isin darbe YouTube channelii kana keessa deemtanii ilaaluu dandeessu. Present simple tense dha kaasee hanga present perfect continuous tense kan jiru ilaaluu dandeessu jechuudha. Har'a gaa tense keenya lammaffaa the past tense jalqabna jechuudha. Kanaaf aga dhumaatti akka daawwattan isin affeera. Let's go. So as usual, there are four kinds of the past tenses, okay? There are four kinds of past tenses. These are the simple past tense, the past continuous tense, the past perfect, and the past perfect continuous tense. So today we focus on the simple past tense or the past simple tense. Arra kan tuwalin ilaallu the simple past tense dha jechuudha. Kanaaf aga dhumaatti daawwadhaa, irraa baradhaa, dhumarratti activity asii kan hojjedhaan isin jedha. Let's go. So the simple past tense is subject plus verb to plus object. The structure or the form of the simple past tense is subject plus verb to plus object. Verb to is the main major part of the simple past tense. Akkuma yeroo darbe isinitti hime tensi keessatti wanti baay'ee murteessaa ta'e hima gaafa barreessinu hima keessatti wanti baay'ee murteessaa ta'e verbiidha isiniin jedheera. Kanaaf simple past tense itti gaafa dhufnu gaa simple past tense keessatti murteessituun verbituudha jechuudha yookiin immoo verbituun simple past tense madhaa jechuudha. Maaliif subjective, objective, tensonni kanneen biroonis qabu waan ta'eef jechuudha. So when do we use this simple past tense? We use simple past tense when we want to talk about an action that started in the past and completed in the past. Okay, we use the simple past tense to talk about completed action, an action that happened in the past, which has no connection with the present time. Okay, past tense yookiin simple past tense kan nuti fayyadamnu gocha yeroo darbe raawwatame yookiin gocha yeroo darbe jalqabe yeroo darbe keessa raawwatame ittiin haasa'uuf gargaaramna jechuudha. Kanas kan gargaaramnu verb tuudhaan jechuudha yookiin kan nuyi haasofnu verb tuudhaan haasofna jechuudha. Akkuma nama structure isaa isinitti hime yookiin isinitti hime subject plus verb to plus objectiin simple past tense isiniin jedhe kun egaa kan nu gargaaru gocha yeroo darbe keessa jalqabe yeroo darbe keessa xumurame ittiin dubbachuuf gargaaramna jechuudha. Gochi kun yeroo ammaa wajjin hidhata tokkoyyuu hin qabu jechuudha. So let's see some examples. Let's see these two examples. The first example says, I went to church yesterday. I went to church yesterday. Have you seen? I went to church yesterday. When we say I went to church yesterday, went is verb to. Ani kaleessa waldaa dhaqeera yookiin immoo ani kaleessa churchii deemeera. Gochaan kun yeroo darbe keessa yookiin immoo past time. Which time? Yesterday. Yoom kaleessa jechuudha. Gochaan kun kaleessuma raawwatame. Amma wajjin hidhata hin qabu jechuudha. The second, USA and Croatia played football last night. USA or United States of America and Croatia played football last night. USA and Croatia played football last night. When? Last night. The time is already past. Which you can raawwatame jechuudha. Past time keessa last night jechuun last night jechuun maal jechuudha? Edda galgala yoo jechuudha darbeera jechuudha. So here we see in the subject I went to church yesterday. The subject and the went is verb to. And USA and Croatia is the subject here. And the played is verb to of play. So we are using the simple past to talk about an action that is completed in the past time. So when we come to the simple past tense, there is trick or the verb trick, which is both regular and irregular verbs. Asitti gaa kan nuyi beeknu regular verb fi irregular verb sirriitti iddoo nuyi beekuu qabnu eessatti jechuudha. Gaafa simple past tense barannu yookiin immoo gochaawwan simple past tenseedhaan wal qabatan gaafa jennu regulaariidhaaf irregulaarii beekuu qabna jechuudha. Yookiin verboota kamtu regulaariidha kamtutu immoo irregulaariidha kan jedhu beekuun dirqamadha jechuudha. Let's see one by one. Mee tokko tokko naa ilaalu. Regular verbs jechuun maal jechuudha? Irregular verbs jechuun immoo maal jechuu akka ta'e asitti ilaalla jechuudha. This regular verb means when the verb takes D or ED, it is called the regular verb. Regular verb akan jennu, verbiin tokko regular akan jennu, gaafa past form isaa uumnu D yookiin immoo dhumarratti ED base verb irratti yoo daballe verbiin sun regular verb jechuudha. For example, look this. Walk, walked. Cook, cooked. At the end we are adding what? ED, ED. Look, ED. We are adding ED. Let me add one verb. Invite. Take this verb. It ends with what? With E. So when we make it the past, we make it invited. I invited many guests yesterday. I invited many guests yesterday. Invited. So I only added what? D. So when verbs take D or ED at the end, it is called the regular verb. Regular verb jedhama jechuudha. Verbiin gaafa past simple form yookiin immoo past form isaa verb three isaa gaafa uumnu D fi ED dhumarratti daballee jennaan maal jedhama jechuudha? Regular verb jedhama jechuudha. The second one is irregular verbs. Irregular verbs, they change completely and do not follow the rule ED or D. Okay, when the verb doesn't follow the rule of D or ED, we say that verb is irregular verb. Irregular verb jechuudha. Fakkeenyaaf verboota kana ilaallu. Look here, go. Go, verb 2 of go is went. The verb 2 of go is went. Look, another verb, see. Saw. Look, see, saw. Buy, bought. Buy, bought. Now, these verbs are not following what? The rule of D or ED. We don't form them by adding D or ED. Isaan kana past form isaanii uumuudhaaf yookiin immoo waa'ee gochaa darbee waa'ee isaanii kana gochitoo kan raawwataman dubbachuudhaaf D fi ED dabalamti jechuudha. Amma fakkeenyaaf namoonni baay'ee yookiin barattoonni baay'ee kan isaan dogoggoran I go it reverse. That is wrong. Not go it. It is went. Okay, it's went. See, so I saw you yesterday. I saw you last night. I saw you. Not I see. Not I see. Diga hati dabalu kun jecha biraanuu kenna jechuudha. Jecha biraanuu kenna malee past form isaatu uumame jechuu miti jechuudha. The next one, buy, bought. Look, these all verbs change spelling and they are not following the rule of adding D or ED, so we call them regular verbs. Kan adda baafachuu qabna jechuudha. So irregular verbs akkamittiin beekna kan jedhuuf they do not have common or regular rules, so we have to follow or we have to memorize them in our mind. Sammuu keenya keessatti memorize gochuu qabna jechuudha. So kana akka hin daganne, let's pass to the second topic. Okay, next to this, let's see the difference between negative and questions. Especially, this also has a trick. We have to remember these formulas or structures when we form the negative in the question of the simple past tense. So, follow me. Here, as you can see, there are positive, negative in the questions. When we see the positive is the regular form that we have. Subject plus verb 2 is the positive structure. So for negative, we do have another formula, and again, we have another formula for questions. So here, you have to focus what I'm going to tell you. That is about verb to do we are going to use. When we come to the verb of the positive, that is verb to, that's what we have said. Look, I went to school. I went to school. This means I completed this action in the past. Gocha kana yoo raawwadhe jechuudha, past time keessa raawwadhe jechuudha. Ani mana barumsaa deemeera. Anytime in the past, okay? Past time keessa yeroo ta'e, ani isa deemeera, mana barumsaa deemeera jechaa jira jechuudha. This is what? Positive sentence. It's not negative, okay? What we say negative sentence is a sentence that has the word not and other negative words or negative markers. So to see the negative formula in the simple past tense, look, follow this rule. That is subject plus didn't or did not plus base verb or verb one. Look here, listen me. The negative form for the simple past tense is subject plus didn't plus verb one or base verb. Base verb is verb one. So look this example. I said what? I went to school. I went to school is positive sentence. When I want to change this one into negative, I have to use didn't plus verb one. So I have to say what? I didn't go to school. I didn't go to school. I didn't go to. Here, what you have to focus on after using didn't, you have to use base verb, not verb two. Verb two doesn't work in question and in negative sentence because there is verb to do did. After using the verb to do did, we have to use verb one. Don't forget this. We don't say, I didn't went to school. Malin jennu, I didn't went to school in general because of what? Here, this is verb two. After using didn't, we don't use went. This is not right. It is X. And we have what we have to say is I didn't go. I didn't go. Didn't plus verb one or base verb. This one is correct. For example, what I didn't do yesterday, I may say, I didn't study last night. I didn't study last night. I don't say what? I didn't study ginger jechuudha. Didn't booddee verb two yookiin verb three hin gargaaramu. Kan nu gargaaramuu qabnu verb waanii ta'uu qaba jechuudha. Let's come to the question formula. For the question formula, we use did plus subject plus verb one again. Okay? Did plus subject plus base verb or verb one, and then we put question mark. For any questions, maybe it may start with WH words. WH word and usual is did you yes or no question what is did plus subject plus verb one you can base verb be follow good because here I have used did, so I don't need to use verb two in the main verb place. For example, did you go to school? Did you go to school? When someone say I went to school, I went to school. When we change this one into question, did you go to school? Did you go to school? Or we may say, where did you go? Where did you go? So, to form the past simple question, we have to use did plus subject plus verb one at the end question mark. So, after using did, we have to use the base verb or verb one. Don't forget this. The next one is the past markers, past time markers. There are past time markers. That means when we do questions, when we do different thing, we have to use or we have to know the past time markers. Past time markers. These past time markers are like words yesterday, last, ago, in, plus past year or time. Let me tell you about yesterday. Yesterday night, for example, or yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon, yesterday, in short. Yesterday, this is past time marker. When we come to last, the word last is used with time, like last week, last month, last night, yes, last year. We can say last December, last December. Okay, that means the past December. So last is the word that marks the past time. The next one is ago. That is duration of time plus ago. For example, 2 minutes ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 hours ago, 5 days ago. Okay, duration of time plus ago also marks what? The past time. Agartanitu jechoonni kuni jechoota past time agarsiisan jechuudha. Gaafa jechoota kana agarru dirqama simple past tense wajjin gargaaramuu qabna yookiin immoo verb two wajjin gargaaramuu qabna. Yoo negative ta'e didn't plus verb one, yoo question ta'e did plus subject plus verb one dhaan deemuu qabna jechuudha. Akkasumas in yoo fudhanne in plus past year. For example, last year was 2025, or in 2025, I can say in 2025, in 2016, in 2014, or we can use time like in May, which means that means in May, in December. We can go like that. For example, I flew to America, or I flew to America last week. I flew to America in December. This can be said. At the end, I'm going to give you one challenge you are going to do in the comment section. So, follow me. Amma mau kan taasisanii gocha isinii kennaa gocha kan comment section keessatti barreessitu. Innis wanta kaleessa galgala nyaattan jecha verbii eat jedhu kanatti gargaaramaati yookiin verbii tuusaa fayyadamaati waan edda galgala nyaattan comment section keessatti barreessaa. Edda galgala yoom kan nyaattan edda galgala waan nyaattan comment section keessatti barreessitu jechuudha. Maal gargaaramtanii simple past tense gargaaramtanii barreessitu. Ergasiin booddee negative fi questionitis jijjiirtanii barreessitu jechuudha. Thank you for watching, and I will come with more lesson next time. I will see you, or I will catch you with the past continuous tense for the next period, and we will see more detail about the past tenses. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.